Hey guys, join me this week as I drink some kind of shitty wine and talk about some really good comics, so maybe we'll meet somewhere in the middle. Yeah, sometimes $5 wine. I live in the heart of Washington wine country, so sometimes $5 wine can legitimately be very good, and sometimes it's terrible. This is one of those times, but I'm determined to see my decision through till the end. So it was a really good week this week, and I actually wanted to take a moment to talk about a hardcover that came out, actually fairly recently. I don't know if it's a weekly one or not. My guy picked it up. But yeah, out now in stores. This book is called Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. You may recognize her as the writer-artist on Lumberjanes. This was a web series that she did that's now been collected into a hardcover, and I hear is in the talks for a movie. But this is absolutely charming. This book has so much personality and wit, and I am kind of in love with it. I'm sad that it's over, but I'm also very happy because it has such a great full story. But Nimona, great stuff. Please check it out. It's so charming. It's good stuff. Anyway, back into the weekliness of what's going on here. We have Chew number 49 here. There's only 11 left after this, and everything is getting ridiculously crazy. As you guys know, I try not to spoil anything, so if I pull something up, don't freak out that I'm going to tell you what is going to happen in that issue. I'm just going to talk to you mostly about my feelings about what's happened in this issue, and this issue is ridiculous. As all issues of Chew are. One of the fun things about this cover here is it connects with, I believe, let me see, it's in the back. Issues 37A and 37B, the covers. These two here on the back now with a couple other covers are making this ridiculous table of people eating gross and depressing things, which is pretty great. And it fits perfectly in, and the sheer amount of Easter eggs that Rob Gilroy puts into these books is ridiculous. Some I think are fantastic. I love the Kelly Sue DeConnick non-compliant shirt that Olive's wearing at the end, and there's just a lot of fun ones. A little dig at a DC book in there at one point. But anyway, now on to a comic that I also preface my I don't spoil things with. Oh my god, Invincible. Seriously. I know I've said this before, but this thing where it says the best comic in the universe, I know that sounds a little egotistical, but this is my favorite comic in the universe. It is insane, and I just realized that my camera's crooked, so probably everything else here will be, but whatever. It'll give me a slight Batman 66 villain angle if it goes through, so that'll be cool. Anyway, this issue in particular is absolutely bonkers. If it was on TV, this could be like a season finale, and I'm just... Definitely give yourself time to read through this one. It's very, very good. Also, speaking of craziness, Deadly Class number 13. I can't actually say anything about this book without spoiling absolutely everything. This is just pure insanity that Remender's doing here. Crazy happenings in Deadly Class. School for assassins, learning a little bit more about the assassin-y side of the school, and, yeah, crazy happenings. And then we have up issue 2 here of Pisces by Curtis Weeby and Johnny Christmas. And this is seriously a very, very trippy book. This guy was in war and has a crazy level of PTSD, maybe more than that. That's giving him all these trippy hallucinations and stuff. But the artwork is absolutely insane and gorgeous, insanely gorgeous, and it's Curtis Weeb, so I'm preparing for a crazy ride, and it is definitely taking me there so far. Then we have up issue 9 here of Outcast. So this is the issue you guys have been waiting for. If you guys want to know what an Outcast is, if you guys want to know, really anything about what's going on, you might get start to get some answers in here. I'm not saying he's going to give you all the answers because, hey, we're only 9 issues deep, but this issue we are starting to get to know a little bit more, and I really, really enjoyed this issue. Now we have up a really rad #1. This household actually picked up all 3 covers of it. We have Sons of the Devil by Brian Baccaletto and Tony Infantante, or I don't know how to say that. But some really cool covers. I'm actually going to show you all of them. There's this one, which is awesome. There's this one, which is also awesome. Yeah. And then there's this one. They're all very awesome. So anyway, this tells the story of an orphan as an adult. He's got 2 like different colored eyes, and all of a sudden some people come to attack him, calling him the chosen one. So there's definitely some like maybe supernatural, possibly occult stuff going on, but there's definitely a lot we do not understand. But the art in this book is absolutely gorgeous. I am so taken with this, and I am really, really looking forward to see what is happening. I'm trying to find a page that isn't super crazy. I was going to say one part of this page is really great. Okay, just here. So here's just, this artwork is beautiful. It's so charming. I really, really like the style. So I'm going to totally keep going with it. And hey, you guys won me over with Sons of the Devil #1, and it's definitely a little dark, some violence going on, so if that's not your thing, maybe this isn't your thing, but it is my thing. Then we have up Pastaways #3 here. You have your team of people from the future in the 21st century, and now they're fighting, there's this like giant robot thing come to invade. That happened last issue, and it's also, if you guys want to check out when it's done, not to spoil because it's only a couple issues deep, this little schematic here at the back gives you a little bit more about the giant robot thing. Check it out after you read it. It gives you a little bit more context for it. And definitely, I don't always read like the little after story bits that sometimes come with books, but this one is a lot of fun. It's Herb's, one of the like scientist guys, his like journal of 21st century, and he talks about going to the movies and how different and alienating it is from the like movies or whatever they have in their time. But it's really cool and interesting seeing our time from an outsider's perspective, I guess, as well, even if a fictitious one. But it's very well written, and I love the team who's doing it, Matt Kent and Scott Collins, so I'm digging it. Yeah, it doesn't get better. Oh. Ooh. This is a cool one. We have Fight Club 2 #1 here. So this takes place 10 years after the movie. Actually, more specifically, it takes place 10 years after the book. And while I have read a few Chuck Palahniuk novels, Fight Club is actually not one of them. So when you pick this up, you may notice that that the characters appear differently than they did in the movies. This is actually Chuck Palahniuk's original interpretation of the characters, and he made the choice to continue this as a comic, and I think it's a cool choice. I really like how his voice translates to the medium, and having Cameron Stewart on the art on here is fantastic. If you want to know kind of what happens a little bit more, bridging the gaps between this issue and the movie/book, check out the free comic book day issue that came out this year. I haven't read it yet, but that's supposed to tie things all together. And a couple things that I am behind on, but I'm going to try to catch up on this week. I have Hellbreak in Invincible Republic, both issue 3s. I haven't read issue 2 yet, but that's just because I haven't. But they're both great, and I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, so that's that for me this week. Nimona Comics, good stuff. Hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you next time. Cool.